Hello, how is everyone? So today I'm going to look at a tent that's a little bit different to any other tent that I've had a first look at before. So this is what has arrived. I'll show you the bag there. So Reactive Outdoors kindly reached out to me. They said, Mick, would you like to have a look at a couple of our tents? There's another one that I'm going to show you in another video. But for today, we're going to look at what they're called the 3-second tent. So basically, you know this bit's coming. Basically, you can erect this tent in 3 seconds, or so the claim is. So I'll bring you down a little bit here, and we'll see what is actually in the package when it arrives. Inside the polythene bag, we have one easy setup camping tent. So it's made out of 210D Oxford fabric, mesh windows, preventing insects getting in. I'm hoping you can see that there. 3000mm hydrostatic head, and it holds up to strong wind with stakes and guy lines. I will actually put a picture of what it says on the site up here, and I will leave all descriptions and links etc I'll leave all links in the description. We've got something else in here. And it also comes with its very own footprint. So this is 5000mm waterproof, so it's hydrostatic head of 5000mm. Let's give you a second to read that. PU rope reinforced hem. And I think the colours have got something to do with, so you know where the door needs to be. So that's that so far. I'm going to have to go chase this down the garden shortly. So let's have a look inside the box. So if we open up the box, we have the tent itself. So the bag that the tent comes in, I'm hoping we can see this okay. Yeah, let me stand behind the camera. So the bag that the tent comes in has its own cinch buckles here, and it's kind of like a burrito bag. So that's those straps undone there. Let me just show you. So that is how the tent comes out. Did you see that? So that just rolls in the tent, in the bag for the tent. We also have a pocket here, and in that pocket is, there's also instructions attached there as well. We also have the tent pegs. These are just your average shepherd hook style tent pegs. I would probably change those out for your own pegs. They are quite weighty as well. The weight of this tent as well, by the way, is 4 kilograms, so it's not a lightweight backpacking tent. You could certainly wild camp with it, but you don't want to be walking too far. I mean, you can walk a fair distance, but what I'm saying is it's not something that you would be using on multi-day hikes, obviously, at that weight. It's more for your campsites, car camping, or somewhere where you only have a short walk into your campsite. So anyway, I don't know if you can see the tree behind me. We keep getting the odd gust of wind that's quite strong, and we are due rain, I believe, later. So, right. So what I'm going to do, so that's what you get in the bag. There's the instructions that are on there. You also get in the bag, there you go, scan me to redeem more free gifts. So I don't know if you can see that, the sun's bouncing off it a little bit. QR code there. And a thank you for your purchase. That's nice. Yeah, I think these tents, I'm sure that on the website says if the tent doesn't do exactly what they say it does, you've got a 365-day return policy, which is amazing. So this will become clear, it's just a hood for the top of the tent. Right. Whoops. Let me get things pitched out and I'll come back. So this is the ground sheet, pegged out. Comes with doubled up bungee cords on the corners, and then you have the red tags here with doubled up bungee cord. So obviously you could extend those if needed. And it does say on the instructions here that unfold the ground sheet tarp completely. Locate the two red labels on the tarp even. The red label, place a large size 3-second tent on the tarp and over the red labels. I think the red labels are supposed to be for your doors, pegged on the tarp along with your tent using the tent pegs. I've already put them in anyway to stop it blowing away. So right, let's get this tent out and see what it's all about. So as normal, I'm not going to be looking in the instructions. I'll undo the ribbons off the tent. It seems like quite a generous size bag as well, which is good. So that's it. You won't see from all the way over there, but it's just your normal ribbon material that you get to keep tents together. Right, so here's the tent, and from what I can gather, you just open it out. Let's find a couple of legs to fold out. So that's those out, another one there. So all I'm doing is just going round and folding the legs out. Now the poles are fiberglass, but they're a high quality density fiberglass. Right, so they reckon 3 seconds. Let's see how true that is from someone who's never done this before, eh? Oh, that likes the hood over the top, is it? Oh, you literally do just push down. There it is. That is it. 3 seconds. So I've got a door there. In fact, let me turn this round so it's at the doors. That's another great thing, you can just pick this up and move it around. Right, and before I turn it around, sorry, before I peg it down, that was quick, wasn't it? It literally is. What they say, 3 seconds. So this is where your tent pegs peg into. So what I'll do, I'll go around and peg it out. Once it's all pegged out, I'll pop the guy lines on as well, and we'll come back and have a proper look at it. I've got to say, I've never ever touched that tent before. Once you figure out that you just push that mechanism down, that's it, your tent's up in split seconds. No more fighting with poles. That is brilliant, that. So I've pegged the tent out, I've attached the guy lines, The only thing left to do is put this little hood on. So if I just bring you in, hopefully you can see the top of the tent. So this hood is not just for covering the mechanism, and it just simply goes on. I think there's some D-rings. I'll show you, in fact, sorry. I think, like I say, don't forget this is my first time doing this as well. Material here, there's some D-rings. So I'll just sort them onto these D-rings. So I'm just clipping that onto the D-rings. Onto the D-rings. It's got the last one at the other side to do. There we go. And that's the hood on. Now what the hood does, it prevents water from pooling underneath here. So that is what that does. So that's the hood on. So the door, so the red tags here, basically you could, if you want, if you got it, you do get enough pegs in the park to peg out the tent, the four corners of the tent, the four guy lines, and the four corners of the ground sheet. You don't get a peg to peg this out. So, right, let's have a look at the door and the inside of the tent. Okay, before we go inside, I'll just show you the outside now that I've pegged it all out. So you can actually detach, by the looks of it, on these cords here, you can detach this inner part of the tent. As you can see here, if you're wondering where the vents are, that overhang is actually the vent. I've actually seen a video of a chap, I think he's Australia, and he's put this text, he bought it with his own money, the tent, and he's put up a year review of him using it, and he is using it in conditions that you wouldn't think this should be standing up to. It is a 3-season tent, so it's not, obviously it's not for winter use. You're looking at sort of I would say late spring, summer, early fall, early autumn, fall, get me going all American. There's a lot of American videos out on this tent. I haven't seen that many English ones actually. So this at the moment is just my initial first impressions of it. And so far, it all seems pretty good. The stitching's all right, looks okay. Like, this tent is not up there in the hundreds and hundreds of pounds. I'll put the, like I said, I'll put the link in the description and go and have a look at it. But it's just a quick setup tent, and I mean, that was quick. That was my very first time doing that, so no doubt the second time I know exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. It'd go up in less than 3 seconds. I mean, when they say the 3 second, you know why I'm giggling, don't you? When they say I'm still a schoolboy, when they say 3 second erection, stop it. When they say 3 second erection, pop up, 3 seconds to erect. It's from folding the legs out and then just pushing that handle down, and your tent is basically, apart from you pegging out, that's it, done and dusted. I think the zips on it, I don't think, in fact I know that the zips are the SBS zips. So we'll have a look at these zips now and we'll open the door. So there's the zips there. You got 2 zips. A zip along the bottom, very smooth. Very smooth. Then we can just zip. That zips all the way back to there. You can see a toggle there. And then to do for the door, we can simply roll it back and out the way. There's one toggle there. I'm just going to pop that on its toggle there. And then there's another toggle just down at the bottom here. Simple as that, simple as that. It's got 2 doors, so the opposite door is going to be exactly the same. It does have this overhang here, so obviously if you are inside and it rains, it's going to stop the rain from getting on this top half here. So, right, let's jump inside. So you can comfortably sit up in this tent. It's got a lot of headroom. I mean, you can't see from there, but I'll bring you. It is a little bit dark inside, but if I just pop you here a second. Yeah, and this is a very, very spacious too, man. So you've got your mesh. There's a hanging hook there for your lantern in the centre. You've got a pocket. Hopefully you can see it there. You've got a pocket there to pop your phone and a few bits into. So you can see you can actually unclick this inner from the tent and drop it down. If you wanted to. Why you would want to do that, I'm not 100% sure. So you've got solid on this side. Obviously your mesh again there. Do we have another pocket? Sorry about spinning you around like this. So we don't have another pocket. So we have the one pocket at the top there. Again, mesh here. And one thing that I think you can do with these doors, if I'm not mistaken, you can drop that down. Look at that. So in the summer, even more airflow. Like this is kind of a single skin tent to there, but not, if you know what I mean. So I think you probably would get a little bit of condensation in here. I don't expect you'd get as much as a fully single skin tent, but you can just, I'm just trying to do to show you. You just roll them doors up on there. I've probably gone the wrong way with them, if I'm honest. That's not good. I'm missing a toggle off the end of this one. Yeah, and the stitching's come apart on there, if you can see. But I'm sure that's a one-off, and it does have the 365-day return thing. So if that was your tent, you've paid for it, obviously get that sent back. Is the toggle on the floor inside the tent anyway? I can't see it. I can't see it. But to be honest, for me, it's not a big deal. I've got one toggle there anyway. and it is only just to keep that window open. But yeah, if you've paid for the tent, obviously get it sent back. I know that they do have good customer services, so that wouldn't be a problem. Check the other side while we're here. Sorry about this reactive outdoor, but I'm hoping this one's going to be okay. If you can see, I was just checking, we do have the 2 toggles on this one. Just zipping the bottom back up. Yeah, people, so that really would not bother me. That wouldn't bother me, that. And I like how them zips go into that bit there just to stop anything else coming in. Right. There we go. There's that window, so you can get plenty of airflow in here. Yeah, you'd get two full-size mats in here, like, quite easily. This is the large. I do a small and a large. What a lot of people say, if you're going to get this tent, you may as well just go for the large, because there's negligible weight difference anyway. So I'm just going to lay down in it. There's them tripod feet. I'll lay down it just to give you an idea of how much room we do have. Excuse me. Oh, bags of room. And if I turn you around, if you look, hopefully, sorry, can you see my feet aren't even touching the end there? And I've got plenty of room. Can you see? By my head there as well, so yeah. It's great to have them windows to look out of as well. Yeah, so there was going to be some rain, but it looks like the forecast is wrong and it's going to remain sunshine. So we'll get it down, we'll get it put back in the bag, and we'll see how easily that goes back in its bag. Like I said, I don't know if I mentioned, but all of the seams are sealed and tape seamed. So yeah, 3-second tent, and it was. Obviously that's for getting it up. Stop it. That's for getting it up. But yeah, there's plenty of room inside this. When that breeze is actually blowing outside, I can feel that coming through this tent. Yeah, shame about me toggle, but these things happen, don't they, you know. I'd be more upset if I'd have paid hundreds of pounds for the tent. But they do offer these guarantees, so don't be put off by that at all. I'm just looking. You know, all of the stitching seems spot on, to be fair. Absolutely no issues. So I don't know where that toggle has got to. Yeah. Certainly can't see it inside the tent anywhere. Anyway, I'm not gonna just keep going on about that blubbered toggle. Yeah. So can you see the headroom there? I mean, I'm not sat on a mat or anything, but there is plenty of headroom. Right, to start with, I'm just going to take the tent pegs out. Obviously that's something you would do, but I just wanted to point this out to you. So it does say on the poles as well, pull joint to fold. So that's obviously when we get it all the way down. Right, let me get the pegs out. Right, so again, don't forget, I've never done this before, so I think, there we go, it's easy as that. You just fold it in like so. I can see some arms are already folding. Let me just check on these. Alright, they go up like that. So those ones, yes they do. So these will all just fold up like that. So that's that folded, that's that folded. That's that one folded in. I just haven't done this side yet. I think he's trying to go back up again. So pull them to fold. Simple as that. So you want to fold the end ones first, where it's got the yellow, sticker. I thought I still had a leg up round here. A leg up. Dear me. So you just give them a tug. That'll fold in, that's the end one. There's the other bit of it there. That's basically it folded up. So you do have your straps to do it, to tighten it. But if I just pop this on here for now, just to show you. And obviously you just kneel on the floor to do this. Because I've attached the guy lines now, haven't I? So I'm just making sure I'm getting them guy lines. I've already put the pegs and the chock back in there. And it's as simple as that. Look at that. Now that I do like that as a tent bag. So what I'll have to do, just leave some tension off them. So I've not even put the cord around this. So you can roll that and roll that. But I'm just saying, just so if you were in a bit of a rush, you can get your tent. You can pack down literally as quick as that. It was quick going up, and it was also quick coming down, really. So like I say, that was the very first time that me trying to do this tent from reactive outdoor, the 3-second tent. That will obviously pack smaller, compress smaller down and everything. I like it. I do like it. I think it's a handy bit of kit that definitely has its place. Like I say, I've seen plenty of people testing it in rain, in storms and everything. And most of them, well, they've all stayed dry. Most of them have been extremely happy with it. Yeah, so like I say, we'll know further. Don't forget, this is just a first look to see how it goes up and everything. So we will come back and use it on a proper camp. And I'll tell you, well, there's not much more to tell, but we'll see if it will stand up to the elements. Obviously, it's not a tent that you're going to take up onto the mountains. It's not designed for that, and the company are not saying it's designed for that. They tell you it will stand up to a certain amount of wind and gusts, and it'll stand up certainly keep you dry. So something that you might want to check out if it's for a car camp with your kids, you and your kids or whatever. And it is super easy to put up, as you're just saying. It literally does what it says. They said it's a 3-second tent, and it certainly is a 3-second tent, and that's from someone who never even touched it before. So if you've liked this, please give us a thumbs up. It helps push it out. The YouTube analytics push it out to other people who get to see it as well. And don't forget, if you're not subscribed, get yourself subscribed, because you're nothing, get listen to me waffling on. So until next time, guys, wherever it is, where we're doing, Jazz Hands Mother, love you all loads of millions. Bye for now. Mwah.